What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy 3G. We're back with another video, and this has to be probably the biggest 2K leak we have so far with NBA 2K18. Now, we are days away from the official event out here in New York with NBA 2K18, where they're going to discuss some Myplayer, Mycareer, Mypark information, show off some footage and content for a lot of us, and probably reveal like a trailer, because this is one of their biggest reveals so far for NBA 2K18. But since we are days away, this is still considered to be a huge fucking leak. And this is called a new ballpark from the article. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the article was pulled or something. I don't think this was supposed to be out. I'm not sure. But before we start, hit that like button. Me and my boy Trey, alongside with several other YouTubers, we've been really trying to be up to date for you guys for NBA 2K18 leaks and information. Because at the end of the day, no matter who we bitching on, the same game, motherfuckers really want this fucking 2K already, bro. So let's get right into this shit. Now, there was an interview conducted, and I guess the person's name is Wouter Van Vugt. Please forgive me. It said 2K Games head of international communications has a lot of information that we would want to know. So I'm gonna read off the list, and then I'm gonna really break down some of the shit that we've both or all together have learned. It says how much work has been put into improving the player visuals for 2K18. Now it says here, with every iteration of NBA 2K, we take realism very seriously. Not only do we take the possibilities to do full body scans for the first time this year, meaning when we used to complain that too many players' body structures are way off, is because they were doing that freely, manually. They didn't have no scans for full bodies. This is probably the first time ever that they're able to full body scan majority of almost every NBA player. Not really every, but you know what I'm saying, probably the majority. Meaning that players will look like their real life counterpart even more. We've also worked with Nike to fully scan the new outfits, making NBA 2K18 the most realistic version of the series yet. Now, if you have seen them jerseys look fucking clean as shit. Now it says, what kind of involvement does that mean for the players as far as scanning, etc. is concerned? And he answered, nowadays we have a mobile scanning. Please don't say it's not fucking cell phone. It's just mean something that's movable or something that you get to move around, similar to the mocap system. And it says, and motion capture setup, meaning we can go around to different NBA teams and scan their players relatively quickly. It says our main mocap studio is in North Carolina, and throughout the year we're scanning players who are in the same area. He also goes on to ask, can you talk about what improvements have been made on the Myplayer and Mycareer systems? Now this is where it gets fucking gravy. It says we need a few more pages to explain all the new features for Myplayer and Mycareer, and we have some surprises up our sleeve, which they're going to announce later this week. He goes on to say one of the bigger changes is what we call the road to 99, which entails that you can now upgrade your player and earn VC in every game mode you play with your Myplayer, including online modes such as Pro AM and Mypark. Now, what this means, your player is not capped at a certain level, and I'm hoping it's not like that when the game launches, but you can now grind out to level 99 as long as you play on any of the following modes that requires you to use your Myplayer. That also means we don't have to go to the fucking practice on Mycareer. We don't need to be in Mycareer to grind our player up and earn that attribute upgrade to upgrade our player to at least a higher level. We don't have to do that shit. You know how boring that shit got, y'all? Y'all know that shit got whack. We had to go to the fucking gym and jump 3 fucking times just to hurry the fuck up and move the meter. And if you skip games, if you didn't want to play certain games, you skip games, you skipped your practice. It basically just skipped your practice for you. This shit was annoying. It forced you. You know how many YouTubers out there did not give a fuck about Mycareer who are legitimate park grinders? This shit is an amazing fucking feature that they've added. This is great news. You got people like Phantom, people like Shoot Everyone. You got people like Nadex and several others, Hank the Tank. You got a lot of people who grind on Park, y'all. A lot of people who don't give a fuck about Mycareer. This gives us the opportunity to really grind for our Myplayer without having to step on Mycareer. Now I might, because this doesn't mean that we don't earn badges freely. This means as far as upgrading to 99, we can upgrade our player within several modes that allow us to use our player. So more big news. It says how to ensure that the series remains accessible for newcomers. It says last year we've introduced 2KU, where newcomers learn about the basics of basketball. This mode makes a welcome return in NBA 2K18. You'll also find that in the menus there are a lot of explanations around more in-depth basketball tactics and plays. It says, why was it important to revamp the body type system? And he goes on to say, it's all about realism. Having realistic body types doesn't just allow the players to make them look more realistic, but react more realistically as well. Now, let me just finish this last part. He said, what changes can we expect from the multiplayer? He says, amongst other things, the road to 99 will change things up drastically, as players can now build their character up in every mode, including online modes. Now, when they say every mode, you can't just say every mode and there's only 2 modes. So I'm assuming there's Mod Park, Pro AM, Mycareer, and there's probably another mode being introduced. Who knows? Probably regular pickup games with online players, or probably something that we just don't know about. There's not that much information out yet, but the fact that we can upgrade our player to 99, allowing, we don't even know how long the grind is, but because it's available for us at launch, this is fucking amazing news. And the fact that it's all about realism, as he said, having realistic body types, as we create specific players. If you create a 7-foot fucking stretch big, or however body type you pick your player, they're gonna react a certain way, trying to make it more realistic. You can't just be a big motherfucker with dribble moves and not react a certain way. There's gonna have realistic reactions depending on the type of player build, depending on your attribute settings. And remember, they changed up the whole upgrade system overall. So there's an overhaul on how they upgrade players. This is fucking great news to me. So literally, I will post the link in the description if you guys want to read this for yourself. But this is fucking amazing news for those who really care about the park, Pro AM grinders, people who really grind on Pro AM. We just don't know much about the badges yet, the badge grind, the grind to really unlock our badges, but we are going to get information this week on that. And as soon as that comes out, I will keep you guys updated. But until then, it's your boy 3MG. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the motherfucking channel. It's your boy 3MG. You gotta hit that like and I'm out of here. Peace.
Oh yeah, I told you, the weather's cold, we're getting older. Things even change when it gets colder, but we'll move on just like I'm always. The sun is sky, it's on the summer.